Crabtree, a lot of Crabtree, Sarah Bernhardt, Mark Twain, Aaron Booth, and Pat Logan, just to name a few. If you look to the left, you'll see the Silver Queen. Inside the Silver Queen, there's a picture of her wearing her dress that has 3,261 real silver dollars in it. She also has a belt that's $20 gold pieces. Emblematic with the silver and gold that came from Virginia City. Virginia City got its name in 1859. There was a prospector here from the state of Virginia. His name was James Fenimore, but he was more commonly known as Old Virginia. Old Virginia was walking home one night, tripped and fell and broke the bottle of whiskey he was taking home with him. Several people gathered around to give him a bad time, not to be outdone by them. He jumped up and said, "I baptized this spot Virginia Town." Everybody laughed about it, but they actually kept the name. Now, if you look to the right, you'll see the Way It Was Museum. That is the best museum in town. It shows you exactly how everything was here in the 1800s for the miners and everybody else that lived here. It also shows you the equipment that the miners used to use to extract all that silver and gold. In 1849, there was a gold strike in California, and that started the migration of people coming from the east to the west. They would come out here by wagon train. One of the trails they used to use was the Carson Trail, which is 20 miles to the east out on my right. They would let prospectors up down there, and they would come up here and prospect all around this area. They go out to the California gold fields to try and find their fortune. On June 8, 1859, two prospectors come up here, Patrick McLaughlin and Peter O'Reilly. They went above those houses over there on the left. They found a gold vein sticking out of the ground. They promptly called that the Ophir Mine. Henry Comstock was riding his horse around up here, and he went up there to see what was going on. As soon as he saw that gold, he told those two gentlemen they were prospecting on his 160-acre range. Well, they negotiated with Henry Comstock, and Henry Comstock decided all three should be equal partners. Then Henry Comstock went around telling everybody that he saw that he was the one that found the gold. So they started calling it the Comstock Lode. Years later, they found out Henry Comstock did not own anything up here, nor did he find anything up here. He was nothing more than a con man. People today still call it the Comstock Lode and still use the Comstock name. Now, if you look to the right, you'll see the Silver Terrace Cemetery. That is quite a cemetery. A lot of history in that cemetery. You are welcome to go out there. There are several different sections in that cemetery. You have a Catholic section, a Protestant section, a Knights of Pythias section, an Oddfellows section, a Masonic section, a Miners section, a Railroader section, a Fireman section, and even an Irish section out there. Now, if you look to the left, you'll see that hill with all the grave sites on it. On the backside of that hill is the Chinese section. Down in the canyon, back a ways, is the Jewish section. Now, back in the 1860s, there was a red light district up here, and one of the most noted women of the time was a woman by the name of Julia Bellette. Julia Bellette was actually murdered in 1867 for her jewelry, her gold, and her furs. She was unable to be buried in that cemetery over there because the women of the time did not want her there. Now the firemen wanted her there, and they actually wanted her in their section. But the women of the time actually went out. She was buried over in the Pioneer Cemetery, way over on the other side of town, up against the mountain. Pretty obscure place to try and find her. Now she was very well liked and had quite a funeral procession. She had a marching band, along with all the firemen at Full Regalia, 16 horse and carriages, and 1,000 miners to take her out for a final resting place. Now getting back to the Ophir Mine, Comstock and Randy McLaughlin, they started working that way and they ran into a lot of gold. But they ran into twice as much blue clay. They didn't know what that blue clay was and they hated it. While digging and stuck to their shovels and they cursed it. They had piles of that blue clay out behind the mine. Several prospectors went up there and asked if they could take that blue clay and pave the main street with it. They were given the okay, so they went ahead and they paved the main street with it. There was some left over. One prospector scooped up what was left over to took it down to Nevada City, California to the assay office. It assayed out at $900 to the ton for gold and $3,000 to the ton for silver. Now that's back when gold was sold for $20 an ounce and silver $1 an ounce. When that prospector finally got back up here and told everybody in town exactly what he found out about that blue clay, I'd be willing to bet that that streak disappeared. Now that started the silver rush up here, and those three miners, they decided it was time for them to sell out. So they sold out for $54,000. Now that made them very, very rich people back in those days, and they thought they would stick around just to see how much that mine would actually produce. That mine ended up producing $20 million in gold and silver. Now,